Yeah, the time practice is something new. They even changed it a little bit differently. Basically what they're doing on the Saturday program is your first practice on Saturdays is kind of a free practice, go out and learn the track. And the second one is the one that counts for the guys that aren't in the top 10 in points.
Well, I mean, what they do now, the top 10 are already seeded, so if you're not in the top 10, you have to figure out who's top 10 because they're going to knock those guys out, and you have to be the top 12 to make it into today's program. So just trying to make sure the guys make it in with no problems. Kind of had to change up the strategy this week.
You know, I felt a little off the first race, and unfortunately I did have to go to that last chance on Sunday morning. So practice is definitely a lot more important than it has been in the past. You know, go out and set some good laps down.
We just want the best lap time we can get. So we'll go out there with a plan, whether it's to sprint the first 3 laps, maybe kind of look at some lines, this or that, and then come in, maybe do a couple of starts, and then go out there again on the last lap. Because usually most of the guys, they put in their fastest laps the last two or three laps left of practice.
As far as the mechanics pulling you in, you could be pulled in anything from maybe some guys on the track see something differently, that you could be doing. And then also the main reason is a lot of making adjustments to the suspension, the forks and the shock, trying to get it to work a little better on the track. For sure, following some of the top 5 guys or so, I think you can learn the track better, pick up on some of their lines. It's kind of hard to follow Stewart, he's so much faster than everybody, but it's good to get in there behind some of the guys like Alessi and somebody, get in a couple good sprint laps, and that helps out.
A lot of times that's a good way to gauge, how our bike is compared, are we really that far off? If the rider's not happy, we can watch the other riders and the other bikes and see how we're coming along. And not that any bike out there is perfect, but sometimes, yeah, there's definitely areas that other bikes will work better. So yeah, we'll watch that to see if we can improve in those same places.
There's only so much we can do during that time. I mean, it's not like we can't pull anything off really. There's just not enough time. So if we make some changes, depending on what his feedback is or what he says the bike's doing, or maybe what we see, our suspension guy, Johnny, can maybe make some changes with clickers or maybe a little bit with sag if we can.
It's kind of tough to make all that stuff happen all at once. It seems like typical that the rider's paying more attention to himself going fast than the bike. I'm trying to get feedback from the rider so I can help the bike, help it work a little bit better for the rider. But sometimes it's like pulling teeth, getting information out of the guys and then trying to decipher what to do with that information to make the bike work a little bit better.
Try to put in some good laps at the beginning, come in, make some changes, and go out and hit it hard. The trend has been the last few laps are when all the big lap times are going. So you got to make sure you're on your game at the end of the practice and not just cruise around and think you're in easy.